It's Carrie K, and I'm back today to help some people to understand how do you make money selling Avon. When you sign up, you know you're wanting to make extra money, but the biggest question is, how do you do that? There are 3 ways that you can make money with Avon: face-to-face, online sales, including fundraisers, and leadership or team sales. But what I'll need you to remember is that when you first come into Avon, you are a contender. A contender does not have any credit, and there are shipping fees that are standard for your order sizes as well as your online orders. So when you talk about face-to-face, it's as simple as that is. That's where you are presenting the book or your brochure to someone in person or physically. And so that contender level, which I mentioned, is your base starting point. Your campaign sales need to be at least $40 in order to earn anything. Yes, this is a change from even a few months prior from when this video is being recorded, but any sales that are under $40, you will not earn any money on. This is a simplified structure of how you can earn your money. So as a contender, which is what you are when you first come into Avon, your sales must be at least $40 in order to earn anything. And your starting percentage is 25% on beauty and 20% on home. The 20% on home being that Avon brands items for other companies and allow them to sell them in our books or brochures. So you have to think of like a third-party type situation. You have to get your portion of your money for selling it. Avon has to get their cut, and then the person who asked Avon to even put their product in their book in order to be sold. So everyone has to take a part in that. So that's why that is a little bit less than your beauty. And when you get to Premier, there isn't a premium, but the Premier level are those who reach $5,000 in sales or more in a 26 campaign year, and therefore your beauty increases to 30% commission at that time. Now with the face-to-face, as I mentioned, you have your brochure that you're to pass out and get orders from. You don't receive any credit, so you have to get your money up front. It's just something that's trying to better help our representatives, so that way they can ensure that they get paid for signing up to do what they want to do, which is make extra money. Also, when you begin to tell these customers how much their order total comes to, it's important to remember your sales tax. So let's say for whatever city you are and you don't know it offhand, that's like in my city, my tax is 7%. But if you don't know your tax, you can just go to Google and Google it. Sales tax, let's say for Augusta, Georgia. And what will come up would be 8%. And it will tell you how it's broken down. But the 8% would be your sales tax if you were an Avon rep living in Augusta. And this would be an invoice or a receipt example, how you could write out or print out from the computer what your customer's total would be. So let's say this person here, Caris Kelly, ordered this bubble bath, and at the time she wanted 2 of them, and they were $6 each. So in the very last column, they're $12 for both. And they actually changed up the little spot where you can add your amount and get your total. It used to actually have what they call a processing fee in there, but being that I still had many books that I ordered a long time ago, I just made my own transition of how to let the customer know how I arrived at their total. But you'll take the $12 and you'll add the processing fee first before you add the tax. Your processing fee is important because you want to try to offset your shipping cost that Avon's going to charge you for shipping the products to you. Some people do 75 cents, some people even do up to $2. Like I said, it all depends on how you can fill out your orders and your customers to see if you can recoup some of that money back, so that way you won't be paying too much for shipping and not putting enough in your pocket. So the 75-cent processing fee, and if someone asks you because they're kind of new, they just want to help you out, just tell them that's the cost of you actually processing their order, putting their order in and putting it through, putting it together, packaging it, and bringing it to them. So $12 plus 75 cents, $12.75, then local tax 89 cents, and the total comes to $13.64. So just remember that you put your tax after your processing fee to give you the total of what your customer needs to pay. Okay, and now some people would like to know, how can you get paid by face-to-face sales? Well, you can use an app called Cash App, Zelle, PayPal, or Venmo. Now, I know some people are probably concerned because PayPal used to charge a fee no matter how you sent it or tried to receive money. But if you send it to a friend, or funds to a friend, and choose that option to a friend, there isn't a charge for that. Now, of course, you can always take cash. You can take a check or a money order, but the check or money order has to be made out to you for you to cash it. Avon will not accept personal checks, so they can't make it out to Avon and expect you to be able to cash it. It has to be made out to you because you are the independent sales representative. And then if you were to take their check or money order made out to you, cash it, and deposit it into whatever account you need in order to pay your Avon invoice. Other people like to use Square, and they're available for Android and iPhone. And I can't remember the exact percentage now at the moment that they charge, because they may have changed, but I think it used to be a small percentage of every sale that you do that Square charges you. They'll send you the card reader for free, and of course the app is free to download, but for every transaction that you do, there's a small percentage fee that they take away from that. Now, the next would be online sales. Is how you can earn also. And as you see here, there's two ways to actually get your online sales credits or deposits or commissions. The first one that you see there is an order that an online customer placed, and you can see that the total adjusted commissions from the order amount of $23.98 came out to $7.19. So that's what this rep would have made on this order. And then for those who would like to see the credit come off of their invoice, the bottom portion of that grid shows you where the online store order earnings were deducted from the previous balance, and then there was an order made by the representative. But you can choose to have it one of two ways. You can either have it come off of your invoice for your face-to-face customer orders, and what that would do is give you more money in your pocket when you receive your invoice or receive your packages, or you can have that $7.19 direct deposited into an account. And if you sign up for Rapid Pay, you'd be able to have that deposited up to 2 days after their payment has cleared through Avon. And so here's another example of an order summary where it shows you how if you're to check out on avonnow.com, what it would be. So your subtotal for this order would be $208 to round up, with the offers applied, which meaning the offers in the book. Let's say if there were cologne or perfume that was 2 for $25, they would do that promotion. Or if the shoes were buy one get one half off, those are the offers that they're mentioning of. And then the commissions, it shows, would be $49.05. And so then to break it down even further, it shows you how many items you have at the offers applied price. They have to add in the shipping, because remember they're going to charge you to ship it to you. And then they have to add the tax. So remember, you have to add tax, or I should say, I guess you shouldn't have to, but you need to add sales tax because Avon is going to charge you that sales tax for your area. And then subtract your commissions, and your order total comes up to the $155.78. So let's say, for instance, you do 12 customers, or you had 12 customers for this order, and let's say I take the 75 cent that was mentioned previously on the invoice earlier. So the 12 customers at the 75 cent price for each customer, remember they're paying the 75 cent for me to just put the order together and to give it to them or deliver it to them. It will come up to $9. And so roughly I'm kind of shorting myself with that 75 cent because they're charging me $10 for shipping. So they're charging me $10 for shipping. That's an indication that I possibly need to go up on my processing fee. Because with my processing fee and my customers who ordered all these 26 items only comes to $9. So I'm actually paying $1 out of my pocket extra. I know it doesn't seem like much, but it's $1 extra in order to cover shipping to me. And then with the tax, my tax should come out right on it for each one of my customers. My taxes should equal to at least the $12.84. And then, like I said, minus my commission, which is what I'm going to make on this order of $181.99. I'm going to make the $49.05. I need to pay Avon at the time of me putting my order in $155.78. I hope that seems to be kind of understandable. This is truly breaking down what your order total would look like if you were to put your order in on avonnow.com. So now for those shipping fees for the order sizes, you saw that the order previously was over $200. So therefore, if you go through this chart and you see the order the order size being $150 to $299, there's a $10 rep charge. So if your order is $300 or more, guess what? Your shipping charge goes to $14. $500 or more, $17. So this is the cost that Avon would charge you to ship the order to you per your order size. And believe it or not, when some of these boxes come in still, that they are extremely heavy. When you have books and other items such as perfumes and lotions, those items can be very heavy. So I still think that's rather on the low end for as far as shipping, because if we try to ship it ourselves, it would be a lot of money to ship. Now with leadership, that's another way you can earn money also. You can, if you were to get into leadership, you can have your funds direct deposited, or you could have them put on a prepaid Avon card. I say Avon, but it's through another company, but I say Avon because that's what the logo is when you receive the prepaid card. And for those of you who may be interested in that, this is just a quick introduction into it, but to let you know that you can make money off of trying to sign people or getting them to allow you to be their mentor. But when you sign your very first person, you would be what we call a star promoter. And with that, you earn 3% on that person's sales. And as you climb the rank or the ladder, you can see you go from star promoter to ambassador to leader to executive leader. Your bonuses increase per level. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great Avon day.